Howdy folks, it's Leo Alderpold. Bit of a busy day, backwards and forwards to where my truck had been recovered to get all my gear out of it, including my wood burner and everything else. But it's done now. So I've come over to a friend of mine's place. You've actually been here before. I did a number of videos here in his woods quite a few years ago now. But I'm stopping in a caravan of his for the night because I'm going to go and have a look at a flat tomorrow, which is down this area. So anywho, don't know quite what I'm smoking. Taste of it, it's something Lakelandy. I think I mixed a bit of Coniston cut plug with something else. But to be honest, this is one of the pipes that's been knocking about in my car for a while, so I've kind of forgotten what's in it. But I'm just out for a bit of a ramble, enjoying the last of the daylight, because for a change, it is a beautiful day, beautiful afternoon. After all of the mad weather we've been having and everything else, this is quiet and peaceful, and it's nice. Crow. Crazy times. I think today is November the 5th. So still no clear winner in the United States elections at the moment. I think as of this moment, as far as I'm aware, Biden's ahead by about 30 electoral college votes. But I think what I wanted to talk about is who really is winning. Because whatever you think of either candidate, and I'm pretty sure everyone's probably aware of what I think about Trump. But I'm not a fan of Biden either. And the fact that at the moment the election is so close between the two of them, I think is very indicative of where the US is as a people. Now, a lot of people have said to me in the past, especially on social media or Instagram, that sort of thing, you haven't got a dog in this fight, Leo, because you're English. It's got nothing to do with you. Well, to them I say, when the United States takes its nuclear missiles out of my country and all of the other countries around the world and removes all of its military bases and stops funding and overseeing and project managing coups all over the world, overthrows of democratically elected governments like they did in Chile, like they did in Nicaragua, like they've done for a very long time, then it's my business as much as it is anybody else's. But that's what I'm not going to ramble about. Because the real winners, as far as I can see, in the so-called democratic process in the US elections right now, as it was in 2016, is Russia and China. I think people forget we don't live in the days of the Cold War anymore. There aren't spies in trench coats meeting in parks, exchanging obscure phrases and passing a briefcase from one to the other. when we think about geopolitics now and foreign influence, you know, it's done on the internet. It's done through a misinformation campaign, the purpose being if you flood people with enough misinformation, nobody will know what to believe. And I think that's partially, not the only reason, by any stretch of the imagination, but it's certainly been capitalized on by the Russians, by the Chinese. But it's partially the reason why the US is now the divided states of America. And the reality is, the US politicians, as they are, both parties, have played right into the hands of Putin, of Xi Jinping, they don't care who wins. They've got no interest as to whether or not it's a Republican or a Democrat that wins. Because as long as the country is divided, it is weak. And whatever you think, Donald Trump is a weak leader. He has divided that country more than anybody in history. Putin knew that. He knew that a long time ago. You could see it on his face when the two met, the smirk that he had. Donald Trump is easy to control. Now, don't get me wrong. I reckon they probably, you know, got something on Biden as well. Who knows? That's the way it works. Donald Trump is not the savior of America, and nor is Joe Biden. Now, I don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of years, whoever wins. But I'm pretty sure that the likes of Russia and China know exactly what they're doing. Because as long as the attention of the American people is diverted towards, you know, the carnival of bullshit that is the Trump campaign, or the carnival of bullshit that is the Biden campaign, and everything that subsequently happens, the United States, as long as it is divided, is weak. Now, the same thing happened here in the UK with Brexit. I have absolutely no doubt that that polarisation that we had in this country over the Brexit vote was partially because our narrative had been manipulated by outside influences in exactly the same way as the US has been. Putin worked for the KGB. He is very, very good at this shit. Donald Trump, Joe Biden, they're just a distraction. So, I would caution anyone against partisan politics, because as long as you're picking one side or the other, you're not really looking at the bigger picture. And that is exactly what Putin wants. Anywho, that's just something I've been mulling over for the last couple of days. Whoever wins, at the end of the day, Putin has won more, because the United States is going to remain the divided states of America for quite a long time yet. Same thing's happening over here, to a lesser degree. We're not quite the circus that the United States is. But yeah, the same influences are at work. Same things happen. We have partisan politics over here. You know, ostensibly we have 3 parties, but realistically we have 2. So we have a bipartisan system as well. You know, it's not like our form of democracy is any better. But that's the way I see it at the moment. Well, it's a beautiful day, and I have had a busy one, but now I'm just enjoying that last of the light. This time of year is just wonderful. It gets a little bit depressing because it gets dark so early, but this time of day when the sun's getting low, the leaves come off the trees and there's that crispness, that chill in the air. It makes you feel alive. It's wonderful. And it's great pipe smoking weather. Anyway, folks, you guys take care. And good luck to everyone, because God knows we need it. Take it easy, folks.